Alcoholism. Alcoholism is a type of substance abuse. It is a very serious and profound disorder that affects both the individual and the society. Alcoholics often end up damaging their relationships with family and society, gradually shutting everyone out of their lives. This leads to loneliness and depression. Continuous consumption of alcohol leads to people building a higher tolerance level. They now need more doses of the same substance to keep getting the desired effect. When alcoholics try to quit drinking suddenly and without adequate help, they experience severe withdrawal symptoms. Withdrawal consists of unpleasant symptoms like cramps, anxiety attacks, sweating, nausea, etc. This combination of physical and emotional dependence creates a downward spiral that continues to draw addicts further and further in. This is a story about Jake. His name has been changed to protect his identity. Like every college student, Jake was experimenting with different things, one of them being alcohol. Even though he was not an alcoholic then, it laid the groundwork for much later. Jake left to serve the army, where he was a respectable officer. During his service, he started consuming even more. Believe it or not, substance abuse is very common in the army. By the end of his service, he would be drinking 12 beers at a time and had developed a tolerance to its effects. Jake had a beautiful family. He had a loving wife and 2 wonderful children. Life was good, but the evils of alcoholism was lurking close behind. Soon he started experiencing financial troubles to support his family. He became a trucker to support his family. His work required late night shifts and long hours to pay for his family. And to stay awake during those late nights, he started drinking while driving. Every time he would feel sleepy, he would have a beer to stay awake. As it became a habit, he drank more and more. It became a part of his routine, one which his work forced him to keep. Luckily, he was never out of control when he drunk drove. However, he got caught often enough that he lost his license and his job. With the lack of proper support and fights in his family, things started going downhill for Jake. The financial crunch became even more unbearing. Over this, his alcoholic habits did not help. His wife begged him to quit, and he finally decided to help his family. However, with no help, he soon relapsed and fell and hit rock bottom. The number of fights at home increased by every passing day. More than anything, the children were being traumatized by seeing their parents fight every day. Being so young, they felt they were losing their parents, and soon his wife and children left him. Things were never the same again. Currently, Jake is in a rehabilitation center for veterans, trying to give up drinking for good. Jake is a person with high self-esteem and willpower, and with some help from the rehab program, Jake will be sober and be able to stay still sober. Narrator Pujita Vijayvargiya. Video recorder Akhila Srinivasan. Art Pujita and Akhila. Special thanks to Jake, on whom the story is based, and Nitya Malhotra for the idea.